So Representative Duncan Hunter is a Republican from California. And, I mean, this dude is like the face, the poster boy of privilege because he inherited his U.S. House seat from his daddy, who he's named after. So it doesn't get more entitled than that. I mean, I guess corrupt Joe Crowley is in the same kind of situation in terms of how much he has a silver spoon in his mouth. But his entitlement just came back to bite him in the ass in a wonderful way because him and his wife are charged with conspiracy, wire fraud, falsification of records, and prohibited use of campaign funds. So what's so amazing about this story, it's the details and just how deep they went down that rabbit hole of not giving a fuck about the law and not giving a fuck about ethics. So he spent $250,000 in campaign funds on himself and his family. The list of the shit they bought is absolutely mind-boggling. So they spent a tremendous amount of money on fast food, on video games. They took vacations and went all over the place, including to Italy. There are specific, and what he would do is he would try to hide it when he gets caught every now and then by his treasurer. Like, oh, what are you doing here? You're not allowed to do that with the campaign money. He would always try to lie and wiggle out of it, and he would do it in the most disgusting ways possible. He went to a golf course and bought some clothes at a golf course, and he masked that as, no, it's campaign spending because I bought golf balls for wounded warriors at the golf pro shop. So all that spending, all the campaign money I just spent at this golf pro shop, even though it's closed for me, we're going to log it as me buying golf balls for wounded warriors. And that's the kind of shit he would, and sometimes he wouldn't even bother. He'd just be, when he got caught red-handed, he'd just be like, oops, used the wrong card, whatever. So his treasurer would repeatedly be like, hey, what are you doing? Hey, I don't know about that one. And sometimes he'd try to wiggle out of it. Sometimes he'd be like, ha ha ha, hilarious. I'm just going to spend this money however I want. Oops, my bad. But I want to show you, this is a graphic from MSNBC. This was floating around Twitter. Here, this gives you a little, look into some of the specific purchases. You're going to notice some here that just, it reeks of entitlement. So there you see the family trip to Italy, $14,000 family trip to Hawaii. By the way, this was all in a very short time span, too. Like, they were just going from vacation to vacation. Costco items, $11,300. In-N-Out burger joint, $3,300. How the fuck do you spend $3,300 at In-N-Out? And then here we go, the best ones. Pet Rabbit airline ticket, $600, and gourmet steak and 30 tequila shots. He was just buying the bar whatever the fuck they wanted, and he was paying for it with campaign money. And Pet Rabbit airline ticket. Pet Rabbit airline ticket. So him and his family went on vacation. I guess one of the kids, was like, oh, we need our pet here and we don't have him. So they got the rabbit flown out there and paid fucking $600 for a ticket for the rabbit. Paid for with campaign money. Okay, you want to talk about the swamp? And guys, when he was caught on this, red-handed, totally caught, guilty times a million. He plays the old, he pulls out the card of like, oh, the deep state's coming after me. Oh, this is a politically motivated witch hunt from the Democrats. Hey, jackass, who controls the Justice Department at the moment? Jeff Sessions is the Attorney General, dipshit. He's like the furthest right senator that we had. The fuck is wrong with you? Politically motivated witch hunt. The deep state Democrats are coming after me. Democrats have nothing to do with this. Dude, you're caught fucking red-handed. He doubled down. He was like, oh, me? Do something? I didn't do anything wrong. This is all totally fine. This is what happens when you have... These are just the kids of politicians inheriting the seat, and they just feel entitled. They just feel entitled. Oh, my life was mapped out for me. My daddy had power. I have the same name as him. I'm going to coast into some position of power, and then I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want. And he really thought, I'm going to get away with this forever. And you know what? Hey, man, that wasn't an unreasonable assumption. Why do I say that? Because we do have legalized bribery in this country. Now, take what he did. And, of course, this is these idiots going way too far. But if he were to just take campaign contributions from corporations and from billionaires, do their bidding legislatively, and then accept, a position when he retires as a lobbyist for $2 million a year from one of these people he sold out to, that would be totally legal. See, that's the crazy thing is, if you're just slightly more intelligent and less sloppy in how you do it, he would have gotten away with it. Of course he would have gotten away with it. Because our whole system is built on corruption and legalized bribery. I mean, and that's not an exaggeration. If he were to let a corporation or businesses pay for him to take his trip, that would have been legal. He could have gotten away with that. But no, he used campaign funds to do it, which is not legal, and he got caught red-handed. So there's so many ways to legally be bought if you're a politician in this broken and disgusting system. I mean, it was the Supreme Court that said, oh, it's not even that money in politics is corruption. It's not even the appearance of corruption. So if Goldman Sachs or Raytheon or Boeing or ExxonMobil gives money to a politician, and then that politician, hey, they ended up voting to give a no-bid contract to Raytheon or Boeing. They voted to give a $4 billion corporate welfare check, a subsidy to ExxonMobil. They voted to allow Goldman Sachs to get away with their crimes and not crack down on them, and they bailed them out. If they were to do that, totally fine. Hey, I took money from these criminal organizations, then I served the criminal organizations, and I got away with it. That would have been totally fine. But what he did is he used campaign money, got caught. He's probably like, holy shit, I can't believe I got caught. And he's doubling down, and he's going to try to wiggle his way out of it. I guarantee you, this fucking idiot here, this immoral scumbag fucking cretin, he didn't ever for a moment in his life think about, hey, what is public service? What does it mean to represent people and be in the U.S. Congress? What am I fighting for? What are my values? What policies would improve my constituents' lives? I don't think he ever thought about that once in his life. I'm not exaggerating. I don't think he ever thought about it once in his life. Not once. And these are the kinds of people that we have representing us. But, oh, he's got a suit and tie on, so he's got to be a serious person. Oh, look at him. He combs his hair nicely, and he speaks in flowery words. Oh, I mean, he must be a serious person for that reason. No. Scumbags. These guys are scumbags. $250,000 in campaign funds on himself and his family. Caught red-handed, and he's like, me? I didn't do anything wrong. I do think it's fair to say that over the years, the corruption has gotten even worse in Washington, D.C. Legal and illegal corruption. Because there used to be a time when these people were smart enough to try to mask it a little bit. Now, they've even given up on that.